This wasn't random. First, Kai Cenat gets a surprise invite to the Royal Rumble. Then Triple H calls him live on stream like it's nothing. Moments later, IShowSpeed gets slammed through a table by Randy Orton. To most people, it looked like content. A funny crossover. A harmless guest appearance. But the timing was too perfect, the access was too immediate, and the silence from WWE, deafening. It all started with a call that should have happened behind closed doors. Triple H, one of the most powerful men in wrestling, didn't DM, didn't email, he called Kai live, midstream, for everyone to hear. He didn't say, come watch the show. He said, you can do whatever the hell you want. And in WWE, that kind of freedom isn't handed out. It's offered only when someone's already being pulled inside. But Kai wasn't the only one getting this treatment, because while he was being invited in through the front door, Speed was already tearing through the back.
Why is Triple H calling me right now? I'm gonna text you, okay?
All right, man.
All right, bet.
All right, man.
Turn me on. Tell me.
Speed's WWE moments go deeper than fans realize. First, it was a wholesome, viral moment hugging Rey Mysterio. Then he popped up in the official WWE draft segment. But then came the shocker Randy Orton, one of WWE's biggest names, put Speed through a table. No fake punches, no edits, just pure, brutal physicality. And here's the thing, WWE doesn't let just anyone take bumps like that. If Speed got thrown like that, it wasn't for laughs, it was a test. Because WWE has a very specific way of scouting new talent lately, it's not through training camps, it's through chaos. And that's why what happened next wasn't an accident, it was part of the pattern.
I don't know if I've ever seen Randy fired up like this. Joe Speed into the metaphorical Randy's pissed.
Can you get me out of here, please?
What's Randy? Off table. Done. Show Speed.
Kai's first time at a WWE event wasn't some VIP pass or red carpet moment. The man walked into a roaring arena and got treated like he belonged. In the middle of the hype, during a live segment, he said it himself, "This is my first time at a match, and I'm having a blast." He shouted out John Cena, smiled for the cameras, and right before walking off, he got one more reminder. "See you in Indianapolis. You can do whatever you want." It wasn't just energy, it was placement. They were positioning him, testing him in front of a live crowd, on camera, under pressure. And if WWE liked what they saw, that wasn't the end of the story. That was just Act 1. But to understand why Kai and Speed are being spotlighted now, you need to look at the bigger picture.
Live in the flesh at the Royal Rumble.
Are you coming? If you're not, let me officially invite you to the city that I call home, the stadium that I called home, Lucas Oil Stadium, and you, just like Speed, will be able to do whatever the hell you want. Does that sound good?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there for sure.
Logan Paul was the first sign. WWE gave him a WrestleMania match, then re-signed him. Next came KSI, who went from meme king to ringside performer. And now, Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed, two of the internet's most chaotic creators, are being positioned on live television again and again. This isn't fan service, it's a silent recruitment campaign. WWE knows their old audience is aging out, and Gen Z doesn't follow wrestling, they follow personalities. So what better way to stay relevant than to build your next superstars from Twitch? But that leads to the question no one's asking out loud. Is this a stunt or a full-blown handoff? WWE's not announcing contracts yet. They don't have to. They're running live tests right in front of us. Randy Orton throwing Speed through a table? A real-world bump test. Kai handling a live interview with thousands watching? That's promo training under fire. And when asked if he'd ever join WWE, Kai didn't hesitate. "I hope so. I'm ready." That didn't sound like a maybe. It sounded like someone waiting for paperwork. And if that's the case, then the next major WWE event might not just be entertainment, it might be initiation. Kai and Speed are confirmed to be at the Royal Rumble. But insiders and fans alike are speculating more than just backstage footage. What if they're surprise entrants, or guest referees, or even involved in a full segment? WWE has pulled this exact move before Logan Paul's debut was disguised as a one-time promo. So was Bad Bunny's, and both became recurring storylines. If Kai or Speed touch that ring this weekend, the door officially opens. Because WWE doesn't do casual. Everything is scripted, even the chaos. To the public, this still looks like hype, a crossover. But to anyone watching closely, the signs are too clean. Triple H doesn't call streamers. Randy Orton doesn't slam civilians. And WWE doesn't hand out mic time to random guests. They're building something. And Kai and Speed are just the beginning. The infiltration is underway. And by the time the crowd figures it out, it might already be too late.